Welcome to episode 39 of our ComfyUI tutorial series. Today I will show you how to use the WAN 2.1 model along with some LoRAs to unlock popular effects you see on social media, such as Squish, Inflate, Crush, Rotate, and others. I covered the WAN model in more detail in episode 36, so I won't spend too much time on it in this one or go into too many details. Open ComfyUI, go to the Workflow menu and choose Open. Then you can load a workflow. As usual, all my workflows are free to download from Discord. Let's start with a popular effect like the Squish effect. What's different compared to the previous episode is this LoRA node, which allows us to load a LoRA for the WAN model. As always, I've included everything you need to get started in this node. You can download the models you need by clicking on the download link, and there's information on which folder to place them in. The same applies for the clip mode, vision, and VAE. Each workflow from this episode will have the same structure, with the only difference being the LoRA that gives us the effect. The only custom node you'll need is the video helper node. You can go to the manager, search for video helper, install the node, and then restart ComfyUI. If you still have some missing nodes, it's because you haven't updated ComfyUI. Go to the manager and click on Update All. Some have reported that the manager failed to update and still showed missing WAN nodes that come with the latest version of ComfyUI. In that case, go to your portable ComfyUI, find a folder called Update, and run the update ComfyUI.bat file. Then reopen ComfyUI, and it should be good to go. Now, we're back in ComfyUI, and there are no red nodes, so everything is working fine. Compared to the previous episode, the LoRA is different, and the model I'm using is different. The LoRA is trained on a 480p image to video model, so I used this version. You have more versions available if you have a powerful computer, but this one is faster, so I used it. The other version is supposed to be better, but is double the size, and as you probably know, WAN models are very slow, even on my PC, so you need a lot of video memory to run it properly. First, download the LoRA model. Then, in your ComfyUI folder, look for the models folder, and inside it, you'll find the LoRAs folder. Place all your LoRAs there. If ComfyUI was open, go to Edit and click Refresh Node Definition so you can see the models in the node dropdown. Now we have the WAN image to video model, the clip model, the VAE model, and the clip vision model. What differs between the workflows is the LoRA models. To make it easier for you, I've created a workflow for each LoRA, so it's simpler to use. I've also included the trigger words for each LoRA in the node, as you can see here. It has these 3 trigger words, and I've included how to prompt for better results, similar to what the LoRA creator suggested. For example, I have a prompt where I explain how the bunny gets squished. In the load image node, I load a bunny image with the size and ratio that the WAN model supports for better results. I've included recommended sizes for landscape, portrait, and square ratios. You can also decide how long the video should be. I used 4 seconds for the video because I wanted it to be a little faster since I had many tests, but 5 seconds, which is 81 frames, works best for all the workflows. You'll set the length value here. So the prompt includes the trigger words plus words describing the image you are using, and you simply run the workflow from there. The result is this cute bunny getting squished, which I'm sure you've seen before. Now let's move on to the next effect. Let's open the next workflow, which is for the inflate effect. It's identical to the first one except for the LoRA, which is different. You'll need to download the new LoRA and place it in the LoRAs folder. By the way, I've included a list of LoRA so you can test even more than I show in this episode, as new ones are continuously added. You'll see a long list here, and you can click on one to get more information about trigger words and where to download it from. After downloading, go to Edit and click Refresh Node Definition. Then you should be good to go. Load your image, like a bunny in my case, check the prompt instructions, and see which trigger words to use. As I mentioned, I've included trigger words for each LoRA. Here's my final prompt. Decide on the video length. 65 frames for 4 seconds, and 81 frames for 5 seconds if you're using 16 frames per second. Once everything is set, run the workflow. The result is the bunny inflated like a balloon, rising up. Loading the next workflow, Let's try this one that turns everything into a cake. You know the steps: download the LoRA, refresh, load an image, check the trigger words, and how to prompt, write your prompt, set the length, and run it. By the way, on the RTX 4090, it takes about 10 minutes to generate a 4-second video. And now we have a cake bunny. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Now let's see what other LoRAs we have. Let's open this workflow with the crush effect. I'll use the same bunny. Bunnies are my test subjects. This is the prompt I used to explain how the bunny is crushed by a hydraulic press. And the result is this. It's fun to watch and play around with this effect. Let's open another workflow called rotate, which rotates the subject around 360 degrees. This can be quite useful. First, get the model and check the trigger words. The prompt looks like this, and it makes a subject rotate in place. For this bunny, the result is as follows. This effect could be useful for 3D artists who need to see something from different angles, or maybe if you have an image and want to train a LoRA, needing different angles for LoRA training. It can rotate all kinds of subjects, so I think it's quite useful. The next one is called muscle. It adds male muscles to the subject you provide. For this one, I'll use a man, since if you add a woman, it will show male muscles on her. It has a longer list of trigger words. Here's my final prompt, describing how he takes off his clothes to show his muscles. And the result is this. It has a bit too much contrast for my taste. If you use images with less contrast, you'll see a better distinction between the muscles and the face. But for memes, it's good enough. Join the Discord to get these workflows from the channel named Pixaroma Workflows. You'll find all the workflows from all the episodes here. For example, the one from episode 36 is available, and you can get everything you need and download the workflow using the download button. But if you don't have a good video card, there are alternatives like running ComfyUI in the cloud, which is what I do using the Running Hub website. I use it mainly on weekends when I don't have access to my office PC. I've added a few workflows and adapted them to work online, so you don't need anything. Just use the links from the video description to select a workflow. Let's say you want the squish effect. You'll find some basic instructions here, and then you just click the Launch on Cloud button, wait for it to load, and you'll have the workflow available. Click on the upload button, select the image you want to animate, and wait for it to be uploaded and refreshed. You can copy the prompt instructions and paste them into the positive prompt, then replace the object with your subject. For example, I'll put the word bunny everywhere it says object. For the length, you can use 65 frames for 4 seconds or 81 frames for 5 seconds. I've included that info in the description of the workflow. You can check them here. Then you just edit the number of frames, which determines how long the video will be. After that, click the Run button and the workflow will start. You'll see a timer here, and it will stop once it's ready. Depending on the effect and how long it is, it can take around 10 minutes to generate a 4-second video. You can download the video using the download button or preview it here to see if the result is good enough for you. If you want to see how much a workflow has cost you, you can go to your profile, then under Bill Records, click on Consumption Details. There you'll be able to see how much it cost. For example, it cost me about 120 coins for a workflow that took 10 minutes. I have the $9 subscription, which gives me 50,000 coins, so I can do around 400 videos of 4 seconds each. The longer the video, the more coins it uses, but I don't recommend making videos longer than 5 seconds. For example, I like to use the 3D workflow because I can rotate things, like my logo, for instance. The image is also important, as some will look better than others depending on the effect. If you found something useful, leave a like and a comment to help the channel grow. Thank you, Legends and VIPs, for supporting with memberships and super thanks over the past months. I wish you a great day, and I'll see you on Discord.